How we doing, folks? Your boy Marcos over here. Wasteland Wednesday. Woo! I'm pumped. I'm pumped to bring you this Titanfall gameplay. This is one of my better games in Titanfall, man. This shit was hot. It's that hot fire. And I actually had a conversation topic I was going to talk about, which was it was going to be about DLC and how I feel about DLC and whatnot. But I was like, I'm gonna scrap that because I had something come up that I really got to talk to these guys about. And I mean, this is like urgent. And we'll save the DLC next week. I'll be putting up some Ghosts. I think I'm gonna try to alternate on Wasteland Wednesdays. 1 week Ghosts, 1 week Titanfall. We'll see how that goes, depending on whether I get bored of one or I don't play one as much as the other. We'll see how it goes. But that's what we're gonna try to do. But what I really wanted to talk about, man, is something that I know for some people it's gonna seem kind of strange I'm talking about, but I really want to talk about cookies, dog. And not like cookies that you get like in a computer or something like that. But I'm talking about edible cookies. Now I've been out of the cookie game for a while. Me and my family, we've been out of the cookie game for a hot minute. But woo, I'm getting back in over here in the cookie game. Let me tell you about some power stuff going on right now in the cookie game. Listen, man, I bought these Oreos. They're called golden Oreos, I think is what they're called. It's crazy, son. I mean, they are some of the best cookies I've ever eaten in my life. It's wild. Like, I don't even know how else to like put it, but like, if you haven't tried golden Oreos, do yourself a favor, go try golden Oreos. They are amazing. They are just sensational. And I've been a big fan of the Oreo cookie for a while. You know, the regular black and white one. And you know, you could mix them with milk. I put them with some ice cream. I even sent Hussein the other day no homo picture of my dessert. I was like, yo, this dessert of champions right here is this like vanilla ice cream with some chocolate Oreos in it, and then I put some of this chocolate syrup on it. That was good. Then the other day at work, you know, I went out. I was feeling like in the mood of eating something. You know, I had lunch ready, but I still, you know, I had a little space open. I was like, let me get a little dessert, something. Let me treat myself. You know, give myself a little something. And I went over there to this Walgreens on Times Square. Let me tell you something, man. Don't ever go to that Walgreens in Times Square. Not that I'm doing bad advertising for it. It's a great Walgreens. It's a good establishment. It's just expensive as hell, son, which is just like about almost everything in New York. You gotta find these key spots in New York City where you could buy like something to eat or anything, because or else you're just gonna be ripped off. Like, there's the dollar slice places, and then there's a $65 slice places. I mean, the dollar slice ain't that great, but it's better than the $65 slice, I'll tell you that. Just the sheer amount of stuff they're gonna. This Strider damn Titan killed me. The sheer amount of just cash that you're gonna save in that's something that'll taste better. But these golden cookies, so I bought these golden cookies, golden Oreo cookies. They're different, and you know, because I had the chocolate ones at home, so I was like, I'm not gonna buy the chocolate ones over here. I got them at home. I don't got any milk or anything. Let me get these golden ones and try these out. Wow, man. I mean, they were so good that I went later this week and I bought 2 more boxes. That's how good they were. I'm simply flabbergasted about how good those cookies were. I really don't even know like how else to convey. Just go out there and try. And I've been trying to nail. There's another cookie that tastes just as good as it. It's a similar, maybe like a vanilla kind of wafer thing, except without the wafer. If that even puts you into perspective, it just tastes really good, man. I also got heavy in the cookie game. I bought these other Oreo cookies, these like double stacks. Now, I've never ventured into the double stack department. It just seemed like too much for me. But I was always like, yo, if I want to double stack my cookies, like if I want to double stack my cookies, I'll just get like one Oreo and put it like that, and you know, put one Oreo on top of the other Oreo. Why do I need you to like do this for me? But these were different flavors. So like one was like chocolate and the other one was vanilla. And I was like, okay, you know, I can kind of dabble in that. And I never had a chocolate on chocolate Oreo, so I was like, you know, I'd like to give that a shot. I'm trying to jump on that Titan there, and at first I jumped on the platform. I'm like, come on, man, just let me get to this damn Titan. I never had like a chocolate on chocolate vanilla or chocolate on chocolate Oreo experience. Let me give that a go. And I was enthralled by it. I mean, it tastes so good, and that's what I've been putting on lately at the ice cream I've been mixing over there. So I get a little chocolate in my life, get a little vanilla in my life, get the little chocolate and vanilla also when the ice cream is just oh, so good. It's almost this equivalent of when I was in college. I used to drink vanilla Ciroc or vanilla vodka, and I'd mix that with Coke, and sometimes I'd dabble in with vanilla Coke. So you'd get double the experience on the vanilla side. You get the vanilla from the vodka, the vanilla from the Coke. Oh, that was banging. Well, it's kind of the same thing except in cookie form, and also be able to consume by anybody under the age of 21 in the U.S., 18 in other countries, and you know, in some places just whenever you could actually get your head up to the bar, that works as well. This cookie experience, man, I'm flabbergasted. Now, other cookies that I like, and my Xbox just turned on for some reason. I don't know. Oh, it's updating. Oh, look at this. I happen to be home when it's updating. Thank you, Xbox. I can appreciate that. Boy, Xbox. Other cookie experiences, you know, I'm a thorough fan of the Chips Ahoy cookies. I love the Oreo cookie. Before I hop on the Oreo cookie ice cream things. Oh my God, they're like kind of soft. Wow, dude, I had that. And even the Oreo cookie ice cream itself, you know, that you get a like container or something. That's pretty good too. But I sucked with my Titans in this game. These guys were just running circles around with these Titans. I didn't know what to even do. I just had to get on out of that. The Oreo cookie ice cream is really good. I'm not a big fan of the Chips Ahoy ice cream. I just never really tasted it that. But I am a big fan of the Chips Ahoy cookie. I'm part of that experience. I support that. And then, you know, the wafers, man. The wafers always get me. You know, a good vanilla wafer will always get me. Even a good chocolate wafer will even get me. And that's kind of more of a moody thing. It really depends on the time of year and whatnot. But I like to get myself a little hot cocoa, a little hot mocha. Or even some hot chocolate, and dabble in the cookie experience like that. When I was growing up, I remember I used to have these Nabisco cookies. I don't know what the hell they were called. They're just pretty generic looking cookies, vanilla wafer type cookies. They were pretty good, but I kind of grew out of them. I'm also a big fan of the Barnum's Animal Cookies. I almost bought the other day on the grocery store at the end of like the aisle. There was like 5 of these boxes of Barnum's cookies for $5. I didn't even know if that was like a good deal or not, but I almost bought it anyway. It's just I was like, damn it, man, that's like another bag to carry, and then I got to put 5 boxes, and what the hell am I gonna do with 5 boxes of Barnum's Animal Cookies? And I always used to lay them out and see what animals I got, and then chop them up depending on how much I like them. So thorough for you with like life, I will eat the things I least like first, to then have the things at the end. That conveys a lot about the kind of person that you are. You're willing to put up with some shit if you know that you're gonna get something good out of it. That's the kind of human being that I am. And that's expressed in the Barnum's cookie experience. Trying to think of some other cookies that I dabbled in my youth. The Teddy Graham cookies, those little like honey ones, and they had like different flavors. I remember there was like a chocolate ones too. Those were pretty good as well. Not exactly my favorite cup of tea, but those were pretty solid too. And I also, let's think about some other stuff that I dabbled in. The mini Oreos, for example. Not the biggest fan of the mini Oreo myself. It's not something I'm too interested in. I have it occasionally. You know what the mini Oreo is good for though? Because when you do the Oreo, you do the whole dunking in the milk thing. It doesn't work out that easy. It's not like you go bloop bloop and then you got a ton of milk. No, I like to put a little bloop and then get that milk nice in there and get that right little moisture spot. You gotta get the spot where it's still moist with the milk, where it's still one with the milk, but it doesn't like fall out of your hand. So you still want the little chewability factor, but you also want a little you still want to like be chew. You want to be chewable. You don't want to be too hard, but you don't want to be too soft. It's that right spot that you need to find in an Oreo cookie. That's very difficult. The mini Oreos, that's a lot easier for me. So I'll get a glass of milk, for example. I throw 2 or 3 mini Oreos in there, give them a hot minute, and then with a spoon just pick them out and eat them like that. Perfect. I would always dabble in that. I always did like the containers that the mini Oreos came in, the tall ones. Those are very good. To me, that like revolutionized the cookie delivery experience. That set the standard for what I expect from my cookies going forward. So let me know what your favorite cookies are. I guess just to drop down in the comments, you might as well. But I had to get that off my chest, man, because it was a really good experience I had with those golden Oreo cookies, and I wasn't really expecting it. I wasn't sure what I was gonna get out of them. And I got some good cookies. And we got some good Titanfall gameplay over here. And I hope you guys have a good Wednesday. I'm out of here. Deuces.